Hey ladies, all right, so we're going to make the vegan cheesecake. So first what I'm gonna go around and tell you the ingredients, and then I'll walk you through first the crust, then the filling, and then the final putting it together with the decoration. So first for the crust, we're gonna use some walnuts here, some cacao powder ideally, if not cocoa powder. You just wanna make sure it has as minimal ingredients as possible. Organic is always best. Cacao powder is really good. It has a lot of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals, and it's actually cooked at a lower temperature than cocoa powder, and so it retains its nutrients. These are dates. This is very common in Middle Eastern type of cooking, so maybe less common in the US, but they are very sweet, very good, and they're very sticky, so they're gonna help to bind that crust together. For the filling, we have the soaked cashews. So these cashews have been soaked overnight. I've actually halved all of the recipe that you'll see on the little handout or recipe I'll give you, but you can make it in half, or you can make the whole thing depending on if you have more people to feed. But these are actually soaked cashews, and because they absorbed a lot of the liquid, they expanded. So it'll actually look like a lot of cashews. So this is actually gonna be the base. This right here is I think this is the cacao butter. So cacao butter comes from the cocoa bean. Once again, it's less processed than the cocoa butter. And cocoa butter, a lot of people use it on their skin, their hair, and they use it like in makeup and stuff like that, and also to eat. So this is just cacao butter. This here is coconut oil. Once again, you'll see both of these are melted. I did melt them down to make them easier to blend. So this will be used with our cashews to help thicken up the base or the filling. So it'll be a little bit like a creamy, cheesy type texture, like cheesecake type texture, but it has no dairy. We'll have some water. We will have this is actually maple syrup. You can do coconut sugar or any other natural sweetener that you would like to. And then I'm gonna have some berries. This is actually a very small amount, but these are going to be used to add some color to it. And then I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once again, I said, or 1 tablespoon, nope, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is because it's a halved recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna try some things out, because right now I have a food processor, but it is very small. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. It's very small. So we're gonna see if this works to blend up to make the crust. So we're going to add the cacao powder and the walnuts first. And let's see if you can still see me in the screen. Fortunately, I don't have much. Let's see what I can do here. I don't have too much range with this right here. So we'll just try this out real quick. I have my instructions down there, so I will have to peek if I miss something. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump in the walnuts. Like I said, this is a very small food processor. We will see if it can handle what I need it to handle. So I might switch over to I have an older version. It's just not as, it's not as nice to look at. All right, this is the cacao. And also I mixed in my salt in here because the salt was so little. You wouldn't have been able to see it. So I just mixed a dash of salt right into there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pulse it up, see if it works. This is the easy part, so hopefully it works. Wow, it is not going. So what I'm gonna do, just because I know I don't have a lot of room, I'm going to go ahead and do half. I'm gonna put half in a bowl, and then I'll do half and half. But if you can see, it's pretty little chunky. You can see the walnut chunks in there a little bit. So let me see. I can get we're gonna just dump half. This is a little bit of ad lib. So, you know, feel free to always just do what works with your kitchen. We don't always have everything how the recipe might tell us, you know, might suggest or might call for. So, you know, you just gotta figure it out, play around. It's all good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is add the dates one at a time, and I'm going to reserve about 3 for there. I'm gonna do half and half. So I'll do 4 for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 date. I'm gonna add 2 dates. We'll see how it goes. All right, where did I put that lid? Right here. All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, it's starting to clump up a little bit. Do a little bit more. Smell it do its job, so I might be taxing it a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. So this is after a couple dates have been added. Crumbly. When you, it's a little sticky. You can see it's a little sticky, but not too sticky. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in here for now. Oops, making a mess. If I would have, you know, typically I would have a larger food processor. If I wasn't so stubborn, I would just use the older one that I have. I just, you know, I just like to be difficult sometimes. All right. Once again, making a mess, but it's okay. All right. We'll go ahead and add the next round. Just have 1 date in there for right now. Add the others later. So just gonna go ahead and put that here. Add in 2 more for now, and then the third one will be the last one. We're in the final stretch. Looks like we are done. So what I'm gonna do is, once again, you just want to do the little, you know, pick it up. Let's see if I can get this off. Pick it up, see the consistency. It's a good consistency. So what we're gonna do, this is where this is the crust part. So just put these bowls away, get it out of of sight. All right, so what I did, I have these cute little, what you call, I forget what they're called, springboard, spring something pan, springboard, spring something. But basically you can, or cheesecake pans, you might have heard of them. Basically, how they work, and this is what they typically look like. I just am using these smaller ones because I'm doing a smaller batch. But basically you're able to, yep, there we go. So you're able to take this out. You see the bottom separates from the top, and that allows you to be able to, once you fill this up with your cheesecake, you can release it and remove the cake without disturbing it. So, and you can see all the beautiful layers. You'll see that once we actually do it. So just sit tight with that. All right. So once again, we have those pans. The little release is right here for these ones. These are heart-shaped, very cute. What I did is I oiled them with coconut oil to keep them from sticking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of the base in each of them. And like I said, it's a little crumbly, so hopefully don't make too much of a mess. All right, just because I wanna make sure I do have enough. I'm either gonna use 2 or 3 of these, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna start pressing it down and just seeing how that looks. Just pushing it down. I'll probably actually see about using a spoon just to get it nice and smooth, because when we take it out, we want it to be a nice, even layer. I have this nice spoon that I'm just gonna use. All right, so I'll show you what that looks like. This is just the bottom. This is what it looks like without the base. This is what it looks like with it. So also what you could do, if you wanted to just stop here and make something very simple, you can actually make these into little brownie bites. So you can always just put it in another little pan, cut it up, and just put it in the refrigerator and eat it later. So I have another recipe for that. I can send it to you. But yeah, it's very, very, very simple. But we're gonna do this a little bit more complex. I'm gonna show you the more complex one, and you can see whatever works best for you. So the next one, we're gonna go ahead and scoop this out. Let's try this. And so these are also just in general for some, you know, handy cooking utensils. Oh, this might be a little high, but my favorite pieces of equipment for cooking. I love the food processor, I love the blender, and my dream blender is a Vitamix, or yeah, really a Vitamix. They get really expensive, so if anybody wants to grab that for me, you know, feel free. But what I love is a good blender, a good food processor, and then you can blend up so many awesome things to make, you know, whether it's soups, smoothies, cheesecakes. I mean, it's you can make everything with it. So once again, this is the second one. I'm gonna push that in. And I am using the hearts, not only because they're cute in general, but it was recently Valentine's Day, and I'm in a Valentine's Day mood. So treating myself to some self-care, self-love. And I absolutely love cooking, and I love, you know, I love cooking, I love eating, and I believe that you should be able to enjoy your food. So even if you are wanting to be healthier, you can still really enjoy your food. So that's what drives me. That is my passion. We're gonna throw that in there. Actually need a little bit of this. I think we might have just enough. So you're gonna add a little bit more to this one. All right. We are really cooking something up. I'm excited. This is gonna be great. And also what I love about vegan cooking is that you can taste it and you don't have to worry about any salmonella or any of that because it's all just nuts, seeds, you know, other things. You don't have to worry about raw eggs or anything like that. So that is also something I enjoy. So feel free to taste as you go, see if you like the flavor. If you need to make any changes, go ahead and do it. It is your recipe. You're the one to enjoy it, so make sure that it's to your liking. All right, so we have all three here. We have all of them done. We have 3. All right, so what we're gonna do is throw them in the fridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna get started on the filling, okay? So I will be right back. Okay, we are back. And now it's time to do the filling. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning up just to make sure we're keeping ourselves sane. Okay, so like I said, we are going to go ahead and do the base now, the filling. So what I have is I have a NutriBullet. Let me remove this one. Throw this over here. And I have let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I have my NutriBullet. This is the base right here. Hopefully you can see that. This is the one I use. Now, I usually use a normal blender, but this is just something I have right now available to me. So now let's find the base. I had the base. Okay, we are back again, hopefully for the last time. Let's see. Try this one more time. So we have the NutriBullet, and that is just the base. We have a little top right here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna add all of the ingredients for the cheesecake. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do the cheesecake filling, but we're gonna do something where we're gonna break up into kind of 2 different colors. So it's gonna all be the same flavor, kind of base flavor, but then for the last half, we're gonna add a little bit of blueberry for a little bit of blue color. So, or purple color, whatever you would call it. So we're gonna add in the nuts. These are the nuts that we soaked. Oops, well, it's all going to the same place. Let's see if we can make it in. When you soak the nuts, you want to put it into filtered water since so much of it will be absorbed. You don't want to just do regular tap water. Okay, we're going to add the coconut oil. We're going to add the water, the cacao butter, melted. If you have a high-powered blender, you can do chopped, but I would just recommend melting it down a little bit. I just did it on the stove. And this is my maple syrup. This is my vanilla, very small amount, and I just added a little bit of sea salt into it to enhance the flavor. And then we have the lemon juice. So let's just see, make sure I have everything. Okay, the lemon. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. Once we get that done, we're gonna pour half of it out, and then we're gonna add the blueberries to the rest of it. So let's see how this goes. What I want to do, I'm going to do a little taste test to see if I want to do anything different with the flavor. Put my little spoon here, just taste it like that. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Oh, it's going to be so good. So if you can see here, it's very, it's a nice, smooth, thick texture. I'll show you. Let's see if I can find something to pour it into. You know what? I'm gonna pour it into this. This is just the maple syrup and get all a little extra sweetness out of there. So you're gonna see me pour in here. Very creamy, very smooth. I think, you know what? I'm gonna blend it a little bit more just because I think I saw a chunk in there. Yep, there's a chunk. All right, we're gonna actually just take that out. Blend it a little bit more just to make sure. So good. Oh, this is so good. Oh, this is so good. My God, I'm so excited. All right. All right, so what I did, I kept about, once again, so good. My God, this is so good. Oh, okay, so I kept a little bit less than half in here. You can't really see, it's about up to here, just because I'm gonna add, I want the blueberry to just be not too thick of a layer, so I want it to be mostly the white and then kind of topped with a little bit of blue. So it'll be a nice little accent. So we're gonna add the blueberries. If I need to add more, I will do it. You know what, before I do that, let me just rinse off my hands. A quick wash. All right, typically I just cook for myself, so I'm eating it anyway. So anyway, I have the blueberries. You just want to make sure you have all the little stems off, okay? So make sure that if you're using blueberry, remove all the little stems and then throw it on in. Now you can do any kind of berry you want. You can do strawberry, cherries, blueberry, raspberry. I would say maybe not raspberry so much because of the seeds, but blueberry, cherry, strawberry, those are all great, great options. And what I love is that this is so good, but also this is just like, all these ingredients are so great for you. The blueberries, I mean, the more you add, the better. You have antioxidants, phytonutrients, all the good things to keep your body healthy, keep you feeling good and vibrant. Let's see what color we get. So this is a nice purple color, but you know what? I think I actually realize it's leaking a little bit, so I will clean that up. I really want it to be a little bit deeper of a color purple. So this is what it looks like right now. I want to get a little bit more purple in there. Let me just make sure. So one thing with this, you can overflow it if you are not paying attention. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a few more of these, throw it into my little bowl. Like I said, the more berries, the better. All right, do a quick little rinse. All right, so this is what we have, all of our blueberries. We're gonna toss them in there. I did not weigh them. I don't know what it is. I just threw it in, and really, you cannot mess it up. You can always adjust if you need to. If you need to make, if it's too thick, you can always add more water-based. You can add more water-based ingredients. If it's too thin, you can always add more cashews or whatever it is that you want to do. Cocoa butter, you know, you can have some chopped cocoa butter instead of the melted. So many things you can do if you need to. So just kind of think through it as you're doing it. If you've come up with an issue, there's always a way to resolve it. Okay, so I think we are all done with this part. And so now comes the fun part. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. Okay. Now I'm just looking at my ingredients right here. So the next part is we're gonna insert the drops of the berry mixture. So we're gonna put this into a squeeze bottle, which I have some right here. Here's a squeeze bottle here. I'm actually gonna rinse it out. Okay, we're gonna put that into a squeeze bottle. All right, and then we're going to, it says insert drops of the berry mixture by inserting the tip of the squeeze bottle below the surface of the filling. Okay, so we're gonna fill the base and then put the squeeze bottle into that and then squeeze this, this berry. So what we'll do is drop the drops of berry into the filling, we'll tap it a little bit, and then we'll do a little design. So this will be a little bit of an experiment. I did this quite some time ago. So this is all the fun decorating part. It's up to you how you want to do it. I'm going to do each of mine a little different. So I'll just show you different things that you can do. So what I'm going to do is, you have the funnel right here. So we have these in the refrigerator. We're just gonna go ahead and remove them. So what I'm gonna do is put these here for now. Hopefully you can see everything. So we have the bases here. I'm going to pour this into one of these. We'll put this one in the bottle. You could put both if you're gonna get creative with how you do your designs, but I think we could just deal with one for now. So get a nice little funnel, or you can just, struggle bust it a little bit. Pour that in there. So you'll see it come in. I think I might just do half of it because I might even, I'm just playing around with things, so we'll just see how this goes. All right. Perfect. So I'm gonna throw this into right here. Okay, so we have two different colors. We have the white, we have the purple. And you know, if you wanted to add deeper color, you can always do something like actually blue algae. I know it sounds nasty, but a lot of you can't taste it. If you just do a little bit of drops, you can't taste it. So either like the spirulina powder, you can make a really deep green. You can do blue algae. You can do natural flowers. I think a pea flower is purple, which you can get a really nice deep color. So for right now, I'm just doing only fruits, but there are so many ways you can make this really nice looking. So for the first one, we're just gonna do, I'm gonna try a basic layer. So right now we have the chocolate base. I'm just gonna pour in this lemon base. And let's see if I can. So what you do, you wanna tap it down to get it nice and smooth. And so I might, let's see if we can do this. Pour this gently on. This might not be so easy. Well, this might not be so easy. We will see. Okay, we will do another little, I'm gonna take my spoon. Swirl it a little bit, but you know what? This might be you'll see how this one turns out. I have no idea. I've never done this before. It's gonna kind of, you know what? Instead of that, I'm just gonna make a swirl because I don't think this is gonna work. Let's see if I can take a knife. I'm just gonna do a little swirl pattern. All right. So you can see a nice little swirl. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I will just might have to show it to you at the end, but if you can see this swirl right here, a little bit of a swirl, so it's nice. And what you can do is add something like lavender to make it more of a lavender feel. This is a nice light, cute kind of thing. So you could do whatever you want. The next one I'll put the base here. Once again, tap action, and just while I'm at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one as well. Yes, make this one a little higher. See what kind of different flavors and stuff we can get. I'm trying not to just lick everything because it's just so good. My gosh, it's so good. So what I might try to do for this one, I'm gonna do a, you know, I lied. I'm gonna put the rest of this in here because I just don't think freehanding it is going to work. It's just too thick. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get my spoon. And what I love about this is that it's just such a complex flavor. It is so good because you have the blueberry, you have the lemon, which is a nice flavor together. Blueberry, lemon, just so good. Then you're gonna also have a little bit of the chocolate undertones once you are eating the base. It's just so many great flavors. You can really experiment. I just love trying new things. So let's go ahead and do this. And it is a little thick. I probably could add a little bit of water or something like that, or coconut oil if I wanted to make it a little bit less thick. But we're just gonna work with it how it is. It's not too bad. It's just a little, takes a little working. All right, so we should be good to go now. All right. Oh no, you didn't see that. That was a little bit of the chocolate base just decided to fly out. Of course, that happens every time. Okay, so what we're gonna do for this one, I'm gonna do a little bit of a swirl, but it'll be a little different kind of look. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to actually shake this. I'm going to actually put this a little bit below the surface. Oopsies, well, all right, or not. It's not working so well. Usually it does. So I use, sometimes I use one with a little bit longer of a nozzle. So what I'm just inserting it right underneath the base. So what I'm going to now do is take those and just kind of drag it. You know, really, I'm telling you, I had a vision for this and it's not happening, and it's okay. It is a-okay. So we're just gonna decorate it however we can. So for this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and decorate it at the top. See if we can do, maybe we can get that layer in here. A little bit more control. Yes, this might be the move, guys. This might be the move. I like this, I'm liking this. Just a gentle tap. So while I let that sit, I'm just gonna do some more over here. This you'll get a different, oops. Okay, looks like we're at the end of the bottle. All right, we're just gonna let that be. Instead of getting blueberry all over me, just gonna do that. And then we're just gonna do a little bit of that swirl action. And to make this even better, you can really just go ahead and, let's see, you can use like a chopstick or something like that. So, you know what you'll see, the swirl that we just did in there, when you cut it, you'll see that swirl. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some more at the top just because I do like that swirl look on the top. And I'm telling you, last time I did this and I got a completely different look. So just experiment, have fun, do whatever it is that comes to you, and really just have fun. That's the biggest thing. All right, we'll add a little bit more in here. Let's see about that. A little bit of a marbling look. Oh, this one already started to solidify, so this will be interesting. Like I said, it's art. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and call that. So really, who really knows? These all look different. I don't even know what I did. So I will take a nice little picture and then I will show that to you, how it looks like before I put it in the fridge and then right after I take it out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it in the fridge for about 8 hours, so just overnight, and then we will take a look at it tomorrow. All right, see you guys. Okay, so this is the big reveal. All right, hello, what's up? Okay, I don't have the video set up as I would like to, but so this is the first cheesecake that we have. Hopefully you can see that. So this was the one where we just did one even layer of the blueberry on top, and there's the lemon base on the bottom. And then these two are the swirls. I attempted to do something different and they ended up looking pretty much the same. So here's the first one, here's the second one. So yeah, let's see how they turned out. So first of all, I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the first one by itself. So let's see how it looks. All right. So basically what we want here is to be able to let it come open without, I might have to push it up, without messing up the cake. Oh, let's see. All right, so we're just gonna push it right on up. All right, so this is nice. All right, it's a little tricky. So you can kind of see it a little bit on this side, but it's mostly the lemon. But it's nice, you can see the nice, the chocolate crust there. All right, number one. The next one we have is, let's see if this layer worked out. Let's try this one. All right. So again, I think it seems like pushing it through is the best way. And this is why you want to oil the sides. Ooh. This one turned out pretty nicely. You can see the two layers right there. Right there, you can see the two layers. You know, okay, not bad for the first time. Try to keep them from collapsing into one another. And then let's do the third one, which will look very similar to that first one here. And as you can see here, I am just, now this one, I didn't oil it quite enough. It's starting to crumble on the side. All right, so I'm actually going to, let's try this. There we go. There we go. So when you can see it cracked a little bit, but it's okay. It's still gonna taste delicious. So here we go. I am so excited to try these. Oh, they're gonna be so good. So yeah, we did it. And then we will just add a little, you know what? I'll do the decoration later. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. All right, we'll be back with the final decoration. All right, and here is the final product. I am very excited. It looks so good. All right, so we have the 3 different versions here. Hopefully you guys can see it. And the blueberries are going everywhere. I'm so excited. This is just gonna be so good. I will absolutely try some for you, but I really hope that you enjoy this. You do this yourself, give it a try, and let me know how it tastes. All right, see you guys soon.